Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Oh, yeah. Dopper in full effect. Mike Malone.
People didn't
Talk
really
your joint. Talk your joint. Fair you sack.
One of the things that I think everyone was kind of, drawn to the Nuggets was when you were talking after the Lakers games in your press conferences, and obviously, people didn't really want to talk about you guys. People didn't really want to talk about what Jokic was doing, and Pat mentioned earlier, the prime time really wasn't built up for the Nuggets, and even after you swept the Lakers, there was different conversations, and that's neither here nor there, but they weren't talking about the Nuggets sweeping, LeBron and the Lakers. Do you think now that you guys have, put Denver on the map with a championship, being that first team since 1979 to win outside of Texas and California, do you think now people will, not only respect the Nuggets, but will look at the Denver Nuggets as
I'm doing
team?
it.
Yeah, like the team in the West now?
Hell yeah.
Well, a really good question. And speaking of the Lakers, I just want you guys to know this is breaking news. I'm thinking about retiring, so don't tell anybody.
Coach, let's take the conversation away from the championship. Let's talk about the coach retiring. Hey, you hated it, huh? Okay, good.
Only kidding.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want the Kroenke family hearing that, trying to find a new coach. I'm not going anywhere. I'm having fun with my new friends over here.
We're lucky for that.
Yeah. How you like them apples, brownies? You bald-headed bum. You thought by doing your little fake retirement, you thought that was gonna have a big impact on what the Nuggets were doing. No. The finals had great numbers. It's been some of the best ratings we've seen in the past 5 years. And you know what that shows? That you ain't nothing but a chump, the most overrated superstar in history. And you got some people out there saying, don't blame LeBrownies. Nah, blame him. Mike Malone is on the same train that I'm on. I'm so tired of disrespect. It's the same thing I feel from him. Every day put in work. Every day try hard. And you know what they tell Mike Malone? Oh, well, LeBron might be retiring. Oh, we're still going to talk about the Lakers. But, the Nuggets won, but whatever. It's the same with my channel. I got people not only in my family, I got trolls on the internet. Ain't did nothing to help my page. Ain't did nothing to put in the work. Ain't did anything to try to support me when I was at 1 subscriber. I was at 1 subscriber a year ago or 2 years ago, I say. 2 years ago, I was at 1 or 2, maybe 10, 20 subscribers. They didn't help me get here. But all they could do when they come to my page is saying, oh, you're trying to be like Cino. You're trying to be like Carsino. But just forgetting the videos that I've done and the work I put in getting monetized. But yet I have family and trolls still not showing any love. And you know what that does? That motivates me. That's the same thing Mike Malone is doing. Mike Malone said, oh, well, I'm retiring too. I'll retire. And I feel where Mike Malone's coming from because I was one of the ones who didn't trust Mike Malone. But Mike Malone showed that he can actually coach in the clutch when he actually has his pieces together. When he has his pieces together, he's able to strive. He's able to be better than he was before. And see, this is the thing I try to tell people. LeBrownies is trash. Nobody cares about him. The Nuggets had the best record, I think, for most of the season, and they were less talked about. They ain't even had that many primetime games. So Mike Malone had to come out and tell people that you guys don't talk about us. All the talk has been about the Lakers. You guys don't show us no respect. It took for them to sweep them, then do a gentleman's sweep to the Heat, and they still not getting no respect. Because you know why? They're still talking about who going to help LeBrownies again. It's always somebody coming to help this chump. It's never he can stand on his own two and take the bull by the horns and win. This is why I said a lot of people who are his fans, I don't respect you either. You guys are chumps too. You guys are chumps, lazy, lame. You guys don't know when the going get tough. Y'all don't keep going. Y'all just be like, well, whatever. I'll just come back and do it another day. You don't stand there and fight. A lot of you guys are gutless. Y'all ain't got no guts in you at all. Y'all soft. And see, this is what Mike Malone was preaching and telling you guys. They don't respect us. And he knows they not going to talk about him after they won the championship. And you know what? I hope he comes back and win again. If he comes back and win again, back to back, what you going to say then? You got all these analysts eating crow now. They were talking all this trash, but I feel where he's coming from because I deal with the same stuff every day. My page is grown. My numbers have gotten better each day. And you know what? I'm still being said I'm trying to be like Cino. Or I got family members who say I don't do nothing, I don't make no money. It's like everybody loves you when you're down or they love you at your worst. But when you're doing great and you're striving for something and you're working hard and you actually do something in your mind that wins, people are going to be against you. People are going to detest you. People are going to try to find ways to poke holes in you. Because you know why? They don't want to see you better than them. They don't want to admit that you're right. So what they do is they want to just throw shots at you because they want to be you. They actually want to do what you do, but they can't. So they got to throw shots and they got to try to make you mad, right? That don't make me mad. If y'all say I'm trying to be like Cino, cool. A guy who's successful, has his own business, can go out of town whenever you want. Hey, that's the life I want. Mike Malone came out there and proved that his team was the best. So you think they talking about him? No. They're talking about free agency and BS. They did the same thing last year to Golden State. They did the same thing the year before to Giannis. They don't respect nobody. But see, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be hard in reality. I'm not wishing it. Not wishing it, but LeBron is going to suffer a bad injury. And when he does, that's when they're going to have to be forced to actually market the game. And I'm not wishing that on LeBron. I want LeBron to stay healthy, but it's going to happen. He's getting old. He's not taking care of his body like he used to. And it's going to take for something like that for the league to get off their ass and actually start promoting these other players. You know, it's getting ridiculous. This guy, Mike Malone, just won the championship. But let's hear that again. Fair USAC.
One of the things that I think everyone was kind of, drawn to the Nuggets was when you were talking after the Lakers games in your press conferences, and obviously, people didn't really want to talk about you guys. People didn't really want to talk about what Jokic was doing, and Pat mentioned earlier, the prime time really wasn't built up for the Nuggets, and even after you swept the Lakers, there was different conversations, and that's neither here nor there, but they weren't talking about the Nuggets sweeping, LeBron and the Lakers. Do you think now that you guys have, put Denver on the map with the championship, being that first team since 1979 to win outside of Texas and California, do you think now people will, not only respect the Nuggets, but will look at the Denver Nuggets as
I'm
that
doing
team?
it.
Yeah, like the team in the West now?
Hell yeah.
Well, a really good question. And speaking of the Lakers, I just want you guys to know this is breaking news. I'm thinking about retiring, so don't tell anybody.
Coach, let's take the conversation away from the championship. Let's talk about the coach retiring. Hey, you hated it, huh? Okay, good. I'm happy to hear that.
Go ahead, Mike.
Only kidding.
Talk your shit.
I don't want the
Boom.
coaching family hearing that, trying to find a new coach. I'm not going anywhere.
Hey, what?
I'm having fun with my new friends over here.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. We're lucky for that.
Exactly. So Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If you guys love what you hear, you can donate to the page by going to the description box, hitting that link to my Cash App to donate whatever your heart's desire. You guys can also find me on Zelle, typing my name in. That's in the description box. You guys can also super chat when the video is live and premieres. And you guys can also leave a super thanks. And that's after the video has played. You guys can rewatch it and leave a super thanks. So thank y'all for your love and blessings. I'm out. Deezy.